Thanks so much. All right. This is the Fat Matt's Rib Shack barbecue sauce. This is actually a place that my parents and I went when I was like 9 years old. And so it's pretty special to be able to come back and pick up the sauce for them as a little memento. But we didn't just come to Atlanta because we needed to buy some barbecue sauce. Today is the beginning of our route back home.
So we are leaving Atlanta to go to Asheville, North Carolina. This is a place that so many people have recommended. I think there's amazing hikes and waterfalls and everything nearby. So we're staying at a national campground. Yeah, basically we just want to be in the woods because, you know, we haven't been outside enough on this adventure.
All right, so we've been in the South long enough that we have heard about boiled peanuts, and Leah is snacky, so we're gonna go get some boiled peanuts.
Yay!
And see what the hype is all about. So apparently you can get boiled peanuts at like every gas station, but you're supposed to get it from like a stall like this, because apparently it's gonna be a little bit better. We're looking for your boiled peanuts. We're Canadian, we've never had boiled peanuts before. What the heck is that? You got, oh my goodness.
Have a sample.
So how do you eat them?
Well, you break them open. They're good, salty.
You just suck it right out.
Put the whole thing in your mouth and suck on the salt. Different.
Oh, okay.
Goes everywhere.
Oh, hell
that's
yeah.
Great.
Is all the girls pretty as her?
Yeah. No.
How you
Just one of a kind, honestly.
How you get to it?
I just found one town and I just circled it.
On a $5 cup?
Yeah, we'll do a $5 cup. That's the one. That's the ticket.
I'm not gonna get nothing on you,
I have never been given so many bags in my life.
They put a bag on
bag.
everything.
Bought 2 cucumbers. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, they're in the bag. Alrighty.
Legit. They gave us this bag. Then they put 2 cucumbers in this bag.
In their own bag. The
And
boiled
then
peanuts have their own bag, but then they've been double bagged. I don't even know.
Oh my god. So you take the boiled peanut, and from what he demonstrated, you...
Whoa!
Wow.
It's gonna be juicy.
Wow, you open it up. That is just like 3 little boiled peanuts sitting in a pod.
Oh. My dude.
Just like salty, supple. It just like melts in your mouth pretty much.
I've never had peanuts like this before.
No, this is a totally new experience. The men in that place loved Leah. Holy.
Oh my lord.
Leah was getting a lot of action in there. Welcome to North Carolina.
They're like, do they all make them as pretty as you? And I'm like, I haven't showered today.
I'm not wearing a bra.
My shirt says Camp Hoo-Ha.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to a national park just outside of Asheville. Can't pronounce the name, that's why I'm not saying it.
I think it's Lake Powhatan, and as you can tell, it's quite chilly.
So why are Leah and I risking the cold? Why are we leaving the warmth of Florida to head north back towards Canada?
Well, there's actually quite a few reasons, but the main reason is I'm pregnant and I'd rather not do any more prenatal care here in the US.
So there is an 18-week ultrasound that is fairly serious. It is the ultrasound that we take to figure out if baby is developing properly, essentially, and it would be just a nicer thing for us to be able to do that in the comfort of our own country where we kind of know how things work.
And it's free.
And it's
free.
And it's free. That's a big one too.
Yeah.
We're not going to rush this journey home. We're still going to try and like enjoy the process of getting home. That's why we're here in Asheville, heading out to do a hike
Hopefully
in
it'll
the
warm us up.
freezing cold.
We need to move.
He's Leah's favorite snack nowadays, the mango slices.
It's also my favorite part of any hike is when we get to have a snack.
So, not exactly the most beautiful hike that we have been on, although we are spoiled. We have been on some very beautiful hikes on this trip. If you remember, Yosemite,
East Glacier,
Redwoods National Park. I mean, we have been on some doozies, but it is still just wonderful to get outside and get some vertical going.
and we're surrounded by mountains here. It's actually quite lovely. We haven't seen mountains in ages.
All right, so we're 72 minutes into our little hikey poo. And as some of you may have seen, yes, I am now an Apple Watch person.
Actually cool. Levi bought it secondhand from the guy who used it for his heart condition. So the two of them are standing there like, oh, I got it for my heart condition. And they were like, wait, you have a heart condition? I have a heart condition. I'm standing there like, just make out already.
As some of you may know, I do have a heart condition, which is why I have that implanted defibrillator. Some of you may have noticed in my chest. And the baby partially inspired me to get this heart rate monitor, which is a part of the Apple Watch system, because I don't really ever know what my heart is doing, and this is a nice tool to be able to monitor what's going on when I am not totally aware of it.
What if I just left it like this? I look like Sideshow Bob.
Welcome to Asheville. So Leah and I have had the pleasure of visiting a ton of amazing places across the US and Mexico, and Asheville so far is proving to be very charming.
Yeah, it's so cute. There's like old buildings and coffee shops and pottery everywhere. I understand why so many people recommended it to us. It's like you know us.
But sadly, on this trip, because of the recent developments, we have had to cut out a pretty huge chunk of our bucket list, which was a lot of the eastern seaboard of the United States and the eastern part of Canada. Oh man, look at this. I mean, it is still definitely just the beginning of spring, but you can see what the colors must look like here when it really pops. Oh man. Asheville is definitely pretty. We'll give it that. Okay, so this is our mellow mushroom dining experience. All right, well, that place was great, but we weren't able to talk there because it was really loud.
But we've decided to cut our trip short in a number of ways because, well, me in particular, I'm feeling the pressure to come home, right? The further along I go in this pregnancy, the more that I want to be able to talk to my family doctor, be surrounded by my community. And we've also learned that in traveling, you don't want to try and hit so many places and just kind of be running around. We want to do them well, and so many of the things we wanted to see, we just couldn't accomplish and still be home before I'm in my third trimester.
If there is anything that we have learned throughout these 8 months of traveling, is that there is a ton of amazing places all over the world, and many of them we would love, but you can't do everything.
Specifically, we really wanted to travel through the eastern part of Canada. That has been on our list for years now, but we want to take at least a month or two to do that trip justice, and really that just puts us like way into the summer and way closer to my due date. I'm like, yeah, why don't we do that in a few years when we can do it right, and instead let's go home and settle into that routine.
where are we?
We're in the George Washington National Forest outside of Newmarket, Virginia. When I started talking, I had no idea what was going to come out of my mouth.
I was impressed. I was like,
right?
Wow, that's incredible.
Why didn't you tell me that my hair is a floofy?
Oh, look at my hair.
We're just little alfalfas over here.
So we have been driving for the last 2 days, and I just love that we have settled into this kind of slow travel style.
I feel like our pace ever since we crossed the border into the US has been so nice. Like, we find a place and it's good, we stay there for longer. And then we break up some of our longer driving days by like, we'll stop, we'll go for a hike, we'll go for lunch, and then we'll drive for a few more hours. Like, it's just been a real pleasure. And when you think about what a road trip is supposed to be, I feel like we're just hitting it so right.
Exactly.
The snacks have been on point.
It's really easy to get into this feeling that you just gotta get there, and that's so hard because when you do arrive, you're often just completely drained and you end up kind of like missing out on those first moments in a new place. We try to keep our traveling days to 4 hours pretty well.
4 hours of like driving. So like it might take us the whole day to get somewhere, but it's because we went for a walk in the morning.
We stop lots.
Well, and it's so, well, also because I have to pee, but we make lots of pit stops to stretch our legs, drink water. Like, it's, although we're really excited to get to Canada, we don't have to like rush to cross that border.
And this is why we've left as early as we have, is because we don't want to rush. We want to get there, but we want to do it on our own time. All right, so we have a bunch of flowers and some baked goods because we are showing up at a subscriber's house, a lovely couple, Rachel and Eric, who have offered for us to stay with them here outside of Washington, D.C. We have not done this in a while.
No, we have had so many lovely people, like subscribers and Patreon folks, who have offered for us to stay with them. But very rarely does it actually line up. So we're excited. We're a little nervous because we've obviously never met them. But we super appreciate how generous they're being. And I don't know, when you're meeting new people, you're like, flowers and food? I mean, sure.
Wow. You're Rachel. Nice to meet you.
It's so weird to meet you like in person. Like,
well, yeah,
I've seen you on my TV a bunch.
Hello. Oh, yes.
They're very friendly.
Oh, hello, doggos. Yeah, well, oh, wow, we've got multiple friends. Yes, this is amazing. Wow.
Good morning, everyone. Last night we had the most lovely evening with two of our subscribers who very graciously invited us into their home. We're always a bit nervous when we meet up with people, but honestly, it just felt like catching up with old friends. It was such a wonderful time.
We are so blessed to have the audience that we do. Everybody that we have met who has come up and talked to us, who has chatted with us online, has been so down to earth and so amazing. And honestly, I feel like we could sleep in all your guys' houses. I feel like we could just come into your little home, have some of your tea, and sleep on your couch, and it would be fantastic.
I also had one of the best sleeps of my life. This couch is so comfortable.
We're trying to convince ourselves it's not just because we're in a house.
We're like, we're in a house on a couch. It's the best sleep ever. I'm like, interesting.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Washington, D.C. We are now just getting our first glimpses of the White House. Well, we thought that the weather might have turned people away, but no, there's a lot of other people who came here to do exactly what we're doing. So this is how you get to the Washington Memorial. It's like 4 lanes 5-6 lanes of traffic.
I don't know if they have enough American flags around. I wouldn't know where it was, you know?
We got a lot of people taking pictures, so we might as well follow suit. Wow. We made it! Wow. And we're the only people here. It is really crazy how big this space is. Like the whole mall, you can see it on Google Maps, is just this massive, long, extended green space in the middle of the capital. And it's even bigger in real life, like in person. It's kind of amazing.
I can't even fathom the scale.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. Jet for scale.
Look at that. That is unbelievable. You gotta go touch it. This is the moment. There we go.
That shit. I can't.
It's pretty crazy.
My head hurts.
We were just saying, like, it's hard to wrap your head around all of the absolutely monumental things that have happened here. Like, all of the most famous political figures of our entire lifetime have been and done their whole work basically where we are right now.
Not to mention Forrest Gump.
Not to mention,
You know?
yeah, Forrest Gump.
Honestly, that's all I'm imagining right now. I'm looking out across this. I'm like, Jenny's gonna be in that water.
Jenny ran through that water, yeah, she did.
She sure did.
Look at this. So there's this fence, I guess, to keep people in, but there's all these mud puddles and spots where everybody has stepped over them in order to just go out into the field.
You gotta do the locals.
Dude, is that a Tim Hortons cup?
Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
Yep.
And so are we.
Oh, nice. Me too.
He's taking a picture of the Tim Hortons cup.
You want? I just finished it actually. I just want to take it.
That's
You want to take a
hilarious.
picture?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do something cool, come on. Come on, do something cool. What are you doing? Come on, give us a peace sign or something. What is it?
Responding to his parents. Do something normal. That's right.
That's what she said. I can't tell you how crazy this place is. Like, there is just a baffling number of people here. I don't know why I didn't think that there was gonna be this many people, but like,
It's
this
Friday, it's a holiday. We somehow managed to in America hit spring break twice. So
and this is the busiest place I think we've ever been from a tourist standpoint, for
and we
sure.
drove through Disney World. So
Oh my god.
why didn't we get a Segway? I want to be cool like those people.
No, we're gonna be dangerous, and we're gonna ride a Lime scooter to our next destination, where hopefully we don't die in the process.
I hope not. How's that?
Okay, well, it goes. So let's do what we're not supposed to do, which is double up on this thing and go to our destination.
How am I gonna get my phone?
Okay, so you just stand on it. Colin's gonna go home and be like, "Well, these feet are really easy." Okay.
Okay, my feet are on.
Okay. Okay.
Please.
Get a quick selfie of us. Okay, this is Leah filming us from the scooter. Well, there. This is dangerous. This is not good. I don't.
We're not going. These cars are going like not even 5 miles an hour, and we're going the same speed.
Do not do this.
Don't do this
I
at
can't
home.
believe these are legal for people to just take out and do this. This is crazy.
Oh no.
Oh my god. This is probably one of the most famous buildings in the entire world. What a completely surreal experience.
And there's like barely anyone here. In comparison to everywhere else we've been today, we're like, it's so quiet.
Yeah. All right, team, this has been an absolutely wild journey, and we're only half of the way home.
As you can tell, it is already cold, and it's supposed to just get colder.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's been a pretty amazing experience.
From this particularly frigid and high point, I think it's best that we sign off for this video. And if you are subscribed for the rest of our journey home, we'll see you next Saturday.
Now we're gonna go inside and warm up.
Yes, we are. All right, so we just had a very successful sleep in the Prius. We've had a lovely breakfast in the wall tent, and now we are going to get an official tour of the container homes.
Max will be leaving, of course.
Yes, our host. All right, we're just gonna leave you there, mister, and then we're gonna get into the tour.
What do you think?
That little eyebrow raise. I was like, I don't know about that.